Hey everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people, the traditional custodians of the land on which these videos are made, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides and the universal energies. Entertainment only. What I want to have a look at in this particular reading, I'm going to do a Natalie reading again. I might do that every day just to keep her in the news. But today I'm going to do something slightly different. I'm actually going to do a past life reading. Now, quite a few readers have done past life readings on the Orange Idiot. We often pick up different things. I have gotten that I've done some future life readings on him. Oh boy, he's going to really not enjoy his next two future lives while he learns the lessons of humility. But things that have been picked up on him by other readers is that in past lives he's been Caligula, Mussolini, Henry VIII. I mean, all similar personality traits. Also, it's been picked up that he was a slave ship captain that got eaten by sharks, which explains why he has this absolute shark phobia. But what I actually want to have a look at is I was going back through history and going, who were the women that were associated with these men? And one that's really stood out for me was Clara Petacci. Now, I'm sure I've pronounced that completely incorrectly because it is an Italian name. But interesting, because I mentioned yesterday the parallels of Tredal Jung, who was the mustachioed man's private secretary who was there at his passing in the bunker. But she didn't pass over herself until 2002, which means there was an overlap with her with Natalie. Natalie was born in 1991. So I was just having a little bit of a looky around and came across Clara. Okay, so Clara, born in 1912 and passed in 1945. I'll go further into her, what happened with her as we go through, but she was the mystery of Signor Mussolini. She was 28 years younger. So there was again the significant age gap, although Nat is 45 years younger than the Orange Idiot from all accounts. But yeah, there was this significant age gap. So there was this father figure type obsession. Okay, so there's a lot of similarities. She was born to a privileged home, but a very religious, fanatical family. Her father was a physician with a private clinic and was an avid supporter of fascism. So again, she had this family dynamic that was reflected in the obsession with Signor Mussolini. So apparently she idolized him from an early age, and from when she was 14, remember Natalie was 16, when Clara was 14, she wrote to Monsieur Mussolini lamenting the fact that she was not with him. It's just, because there was an attempt on his life, and she lamented, "Why was I not with you? Could I have not, that murderous woman?" Yeah, so it was really there's a lot that reflects similarly in the current relationship. Apparently she was married to an Italian Air Force officer in 1934, but they separated 2 years later when he was posted to Japan. And then she very rapidly became the mistress of Signor Mussolini in 1936 at the age of, so she was born in 1936 would have made her 24. Okay, but again, that 28-year age difference. Now, she was arrested in 1943 at the fall of the fascist regime. During this period, she maintained an intense correspondence with Mussolini, and apparently she kept all the letters. In one, she asked that at the trial, who am I talking about? Gazia Ciano be sentenced to death as a traitor, filthy, self-interested, and false. And she was just, yeah, she never lost her fascism. Okay, in April 28, 1945. So in April 1945, she had obviously been released. They were again recaptured while travelling with a Luftwaffe convoy and sentenced to pretty much the next day. They were both executed together. We know what happened to Mussolini. I gather he was sort of strung up and his head was displayed for a while. It was all quite ghastly. But I just want to have a look. And I'm going to use the Light Seers Tarot, which is the deck I use when I'm doing past life readings. I'm going to use, now I got these ready yesterday, these fabulous extendable dowsing rods that one of my gorgeous viewers sent me. When they arrived, I thought, I thought they were pens because they pretty much compact down to this. And then after I did the video, I pulled them out and went, hang on, they're dowsing rods. So I'll just set them up how I had. I like it. It's my OCD kicking in that I have to have them set up identically. And there we go. So I'll use those as well rather than the pendulum, but I've made them a bit shorter to so that they don't poke your eye out on the screen. Okay, so let's have a look. So I'll start with the cards. What I do is I lay out usually about 10 cards, 2 rows. We then ask questions of the cards, go through the history of it. But let's have a look. Was Natalie Harp? Oh, speaking of which, I also have to have a chuckle. Democratic representative, who was it? Debbie Dingell, Michigan Congresswoman, pretty much said about the felon's idea to change the name of Lake Ontario to Lake America. And I'm just going to put it out there. The regime can call it whatever they like. It's still the Gulf of Mexico. It's still the Strait of Hormuz. It's still the Department of Defense, and it will still be Lake Ontario. They can call it what they bloomin' well like. It doesn't count. In their tiny little fascist minds, they're going, oh, we've got the win, but nah, rest of the world's like, nah. And he made the suggestion after the fallout from the Canadian trade deal, which was pretty much, if you go back and have a look, what was inserted at the last minute was an attempt to annex Canada as a state. And it was so obvious that Carney had no option but to walk away, to the point that even Danielle Smith, who was absolutely so far into the Trumpism, she's frantically backpedaling. I have to laugh at Doug Ford. He was very much into the MAGA. He's been trying to desperately rebrand as well. But yes, so what's happened is that Dingell has come out and basically said, let's just call it Lake Natalie, so that the regime will start protecting it. Okay, let me get away from that energy. I'll just pause you while I have a good cough and another sip of coffee. Hang on a sec. Sorry about that. Funny how whenever anyone's talking about the orange idiot, we get this awful cough happening. It's a symptom of congestive heart failure. No, it's not something that I have personally. Okay, so I just want to have a look. Natalie Harp, past life as Clara Petacci. Are we right on that? Actually, first thing I should do is probably ask. So I will grab pendulum and just check that I'm on the right track. Otherwise, this reading will fall down very quickly. So, okay, this is, again, I'll use the pendulum for this. This is a pendulum sent to me by one of my gorgeous viewers. So let's have a look. Lapis lazuli. It's me just blowing a dog hair off of it. Got a lotus flower on the top there. Round and round means it's ready for the question. is Natalie Harp, Clara Petacci, reincarnated. I'm not looking at it. Let's have a look. That's into a yes. So it is telling me a yes. Okay, so let's get these cards started. Oh, yeah. Unhealthy love obsession here with that Ace of Cups on the bottom, and it's born out of, with that Five of Swords, mental issues, mental dramas, psychological dramas. You know, I'm not going to talk about it too much, but you do have to wonder what went on in a young girl's childhood that she becomes, that she develops these obsessions. But Clara Petacci became obsessive with Signor Mussolini at the age of 14. Natalie with, well, the concept of the president at the age of 16. But let's have a look. Show me about this past life. Okay, you've got 2 there. Show me what we need to know. Sorry, I'll bring you down a little bit further. You don't need to have a watch my pockets shuffling. Oh, okay. You want those ones as well. There's something else in there that I'm not sure. I'll turn these over. See how many I've got. Okay. Escapism, opportunity, the Empress, the Nurturer, the Star, the Moon. Oh, these are really interesting cards here. So what else do we know? Natalie Harp, Clara Petacci. Okay. What do we need to know? Justice. Look at these mages. Now, mages, first of all, they're big yes. All of them are yes cards, mages, but they're also cards that indicate that aside from being really onto something, this is an important reading. 8 of Swords, not surprised. Queen of Swords, the Magician, and the 10 of Swords. Oh, interesting last card. Ooh, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, put those aside. So let's just go through the cards to start with. First card we have is the 6 of Swords. Now, swords can very much be about the mental state, the intellectual state. Can be about truth, justice as well, but I'm just going to say it's about the mental state here. And this is trying to find a safe harbour, a calm harbour. So I don't know what happened in Natalie's life when she was younger. Don't even know necessarily what happened in Clara's life when she was younger, aside from the fact that she married and separated very quickly before becoming the mistress. The obsession from the age of 14, obsession from the age of 16. This is very much about seeking, mentally seeking safe harbour, protectiveness, calm waters. We've got here the 9 of Pentacles. Set the sights on the opportunity and took it when it arose. I don't know how Clara and Mussolini met. I'm sure it's in her Wikipedia page, but I'm just going to say there was other things that were available to them, but they grabbed the opportunity when it came along. What I'm really getting is that there was the attention of, for both of them, young men of their age, but they weren't seeking that. They had their sights set and they were going to absolutely take that opportunity. Okay. Ugh. You've then got the Empress, the nurturer, the carer. It can be the birth of something new, but I just think this is also becomes the center of their world. They wear their emotions as a cape, but these emotions are made out of fish and flighty fish, slippery fish. the moon, which is about the feminine wisdom, but you've got the earth here, very much about the center of their universe type thing, the nurturer. You've got the star. They became, oh no, this is adoration. This is adoration, very much so, of the star, but it is it is all-consuming emotional position with the moon card there, drowning in the emotions of their obsession. Oh, so very strong parallels. The second line, we've got the Justice card, the actions having consequences, drawing the weighing the scales and deciding, I'm going to say, deciding to become this other person. If you have a look here, it's almost like a mirror, but it's not a mirror. It's a different person. It's a facade. So taking actions to become this other person, where they allow themselves to become intellectually, mentally, psychologically entrapped. They think they're in a position of power, but they're really trapped. This Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords can be about strategy, putting love to the side and formulating a strategy. I think what this is both of them see themselves in this position of power, controlling the heart, but in reality, they're in this energy here, the moon and the Eight of Swords energy. The Magician manifested it for themselves, and then the Ten of Swords created it for themselves, created for themselves this. But then we've got the Ten of Swords. It will be their downfall. It will be their downfall. Now, I know with Clara, she pretty much, I think she and Mussolini were dragged into the streets and unalived by the people, strung up and unalived by the people. I don't think Natalie's going to receive that same fate, but there is this ending of her mental acuity. Okay. So I'm going to grab the dowsing rods and have a look. And let's have a look to see what similarities. Now, I was told to hold them at different levels. So I'll just pin that one down slightly. Right. Can you set for me, please? Set for me, please. Set for me, please. Thank you. Can you show me a yes? Thank you. Can you show me a no? Oops, set for me, please. Give them a wiggle. Set for me, please. Thank you. Can you show me a no? And off it goes. Well, it gave me one no. Okay. Can you set for me, please? Right. Set for me, please. Elbows on the table. Set for me, please. Set for me. Thank you. Although Natalie is not going to, it's going straight into a yes already. My question is, although Natalie is not going to have the same physical fate, she'll have, I just get a mental ending, like an intellectual. She'll have the same psychological fate. Okay, show me. Set, please. Right. Is Clara Petacci, has she been reincarnated as Natalie Harp? Was she reincarnated as Natalie Harp? Reincarnated as Natalie Harp? And yes, you can tell I don't use this very often. So yes. Okay. I don't really know where to go with this. It was just, I don't know what questions to ask because we know the history of both of them. Okay, what I might do is I might put these back and draw some more cards in relation to this one about the ending. Ten of Swords. Now we know that Clara, as I said, her ending was brought about due to her unaliving at the hands of the people at the end of the regime. Tell me more about this ending for Natalie Harp. What do we need to know about this? She's not going to be dragged out in the street and strung up. We know that. That's not done in this day and age. Not in the US. You want that one? Okay. Oh, it's the moon card back again. The the emotional drowning. Tell me about this ending with Natalie. You want that one? Oh gosh, another major arcana. So this is really big. The Hanged Man being sacrificed, or perhaps just simply suspended, in suspension. Tell me about this ending for Natalie. And the Star. Major Arcana again. What was there? No, they don't want that one. Oh, and that was the next one, the Magician, the manifestation. And if you want to know what's poking its head out, the Tower. So what was on the top? Yeah, that eight again. She is. I'm just going to put it. She is going to be in this suspended, entrapped, emotional state that is going to be just literally when everything falls, and the Magician manifested it herself. But I think she's going to find herself trapped in this endless adoration that keeps her a prisoner within her own mind. I'll just ask quickly. Grab the rods back again, set them up. New set for me. Oh, they're straight into it, straight into being set. Okay, my question is Natalie going to end up being institutionalized? Yes. Oh boy. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. See how it plays out. Catch you later. Bye-bye.